Growing up, we always had an artificial Christmas tree. And every year I would ask, can we get a real tree? No. So I made a promise to myself when I got older I would do things my way. So my daughter Sally and I, there's just the two of us, we love our real tree. We sit for hours and smell in the evergreen perfume in our home and look at the twinkling lights and our memory-infused decorations and sip on eggnog. Well, actually, that's her version. Me, the single mom who spins the magic to make this happen, has a whole other side to the story. And every year I promise myself that this is going to be the year where there'll be no tears and no swearing. It's taken me about 7 years to remotely come close to manifesting this. The noble fir is our tree of choice, and we learned the hard way, a couple of late-night purchases from the superstore of a Scotch pine that ended up looking like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. And I put it in the back of my hatchback, opened up the back and put the tree between the seats and smashed and busted out the knob of my radio. And then the next year we got a tree from one of the hardware stores. It was a needle-spitting Douglas fir. Still picking the needles out today. And I put it in the back of my new Toyota Yaris, and I put it on an angle to avoid the radio, stuck it in, and then put the trunk down, and boom, it put a 3-inch gouge in the dash. So we drove home from that, lots of swearing, and I saw cars whizzing by me with trees tied to the roof of their car, and I thought, oh, that's how you do it, okay. Yeah, I'm on to you, Christmas tree. Next year, you're going on the roof. So we got home, and we purchased our tree from the Boy Scouts lot. Now, I would like to be one of those moms that drives out to the country and chops our own tree down at a tree lot and sings carols at a roaring fire and drinks hot chocolate with other families, but we don't have time for that. So we go to the Boy Scout lot, and we pick out our noble fir, $65. I know it's expensive, but it sheds the least, and it smells the best. And we arrived there, and I've got my rope and my blanket. I took 1 year off the learning curve, in your face tree. So I put the blanket on top of the car, and I put the tree on top of the blanket, and I tie that sucker on. I tie it on, and I knot it up, and then I open the door, but I can't open the door because I've tied the door shut. So Sally jumps in the passenger side and starts reading her book. I stare at my knots, and a kind of hunky-looking dad comes over, and he says, looks like you got yourself a little Dukes of Hazzard there, Mum. Or should I say Daisy? Anyway, I hadn't been to the gym in 6 months. I have to shovel myself into the front seat of the car and drive home in silence, and Sally runs into the house and gets the scissors and cuts me out of the car. Then I haul that 60-pound coniferous mother off the hood and truck it up the hill to our condo and up 2 flights of stairs and into the 5-point Christmas tree stand. Is it straight? Is it straight now? Now is it straight now? Now is it straight now? And then the lights, like I'm sure there's some proper way to put the lights on a Christmas tree, but I've never learned. I just wrap that sucker like a garden hose and then plug it in, and there must be a bulb that's burnt out. And that's when I decide, you know what, honey, I think this is a 2-day event because it's 20 after 10 on a school night and Mommy needs a vodka. So we get through the season, and getting the tree out of the house. That's when I decide, right then and there, that I am going to end the Christmas season with the rest of the neighborhood. Because I have been known to have a Christmas tree on my balcony past Valentine's. I've chopped it up in little pieces with my bread knife and took it out in garbage bags, like body parts. One time I chucked it over the balcony and dragged it into the bush, never to be seen again. January 6th, Chipper Day. Well, we didn't make it that year, but the following year, determined again, January 7th, I have it on the calendar. By this time, we're in a new condo, and there's threatening letters in our elevator saying, you must remove your Christmas tree in the proper Christmas tree removal bag. Okay, so I head out to Rona, Home Depot, 2 Canadian Tires. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. The Christmas tree removal bag. I say it louder and slower, thinking, oh, they're going to get me now. Finally, a clerk says, oh, we have some at our Kingsway location. So I bolt over there and buy 4 of them. I get home, it's 3:30, the chippers close at 5. So I rip the decorations off the tree, I strip the lights off, I bag the carcass, drag the corpse across my living room, down the hallway, in the elevator, down to the parking garage, onto my car, leaving a thick trail of needles behind me because the bag is shredded, it's useless. And fearing the threatening letters in the elevator, I go back upstairs and I vacuum my living room and the hallway and the elevator and the parking garage, put the tree on the car, and it's now 20 to 5. I get to the chippers at Rona, and 2 delicious-looking firemen come up to my car, one on either side, and they say, "Can we help you take that tree off your roof, ma'am?" My eyes well up with tears. This is the first offer of help I have had in 7 years. Yes. Yes, you can. I take a deep breath and my shoulders drop. Now that's how you treat a lady. But the fireman says, "Your tree's really dry." And I go, "I know, and I watered it every day." And they go, "It's really dry." And I know it's a noble, like $65. And they say, "Will you pull around the corner here?" Sure, I'll follow you guys anywhere. So I go around the corner, and there's a group of about 25 people standing around a barrel, and the barrel's smoking. And the John Hamm-looking fireman takes what's left of my tree, holds it over top of the barrel, and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to see how this is this woman's tree here, and what a dangerous fire hazard her tree is." And then he puts the tree in the barrel, and he takes a Bic lighter and flicks it. 6-foot flames into the air. "Oh, no," everyone looks at me. I watered it every day. I did. "Oh, your tree is really dry, ma'am." "Yeah, man, wow, I can see that. Yeah, it's a fire hazard." I know. Like, well, what's a person supposed to do? Like, undecorate it, throw it out, go buy a new one, redecorate? "Yes, ma'am." "Don't cry. Do not cry." Well, I guess it's artificial for me. Yeah, it's a really dangerous thing, ma'am. Your house could have gone up like that. Well, Merry Christmas, everyone. I want to have the last word. Yeah, so I get in my car, burst into tears, and I drive to Canadian Tire. And I walk through the aisle of the 50% off artificial trees. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree, how beautiful thy branches. I can't do it. I can't buy a fake tree. I get why my parents had a 47-piece disassembled balsam in a cardboard box in their attic for 20 years, had that thing up and down in 15 minutes flat. But that's not me. I want a real tree. I think part of the magic of Christmas is creating your very own rituals. These stories keep piling up, and my daughter and I, we laugh at them every year. These are our rituals. These are our rituals. So, Christmas tree, game on.